Episode 184. You already know what time it is. You already know it's your boy, Big Moolah. Got your boy.
It's Beeb, baby. 1, 2 of the world takes.
And we are back with another one.
Shit.
Right back at him. Right back like we never left. Make some fucking noise. Y'all know we got a saying around here. We like to get straight to the shits.
Yeah.
Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it.
What you want to talk? That dirt, Neo?
Smirk.
Okay.
Federal indictment.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know how you feel.
It's a lot of feelings I get from it. My first feeling I feel personally is, as Troy Ave says, the streets is a myth, man. All the street rules and all that don't really exist, man. 50 and them, they painted the picture the best, you heard?
Yeah.
50 and them, you Ghost on Power, he more of a representation of the streets. Like, you can have people who fly guys, ladies, men, the big time drug dealers, murderers, they up on the scoreboard, but then they also rats. It's just like, man, the street rules and morals don't really exist, man. That's how I feel. That's my first feeling. And I got a bunch of feelings, but I don't know. Do you want to talk about how you feel?
If we're talking about how I feel as it applies to the Dirk situation, I'm a little saddened by the news. I'm a fan of Dirk's music. Dirk had just announced a new album. And it seemed like, through all the darkness, Dirk might be experiencing a little bit of light. He had just recently received the keys to his city. And it seemed like, he was headed in the right direction. But, again, this is unfortunate. I'm saddened by it. I'm hearing he plans to he plans to fight the charge. And, with that, we're going to wish him all the best. We're going to keep him in our prayers, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, on that note, man, I mean, I'm looking at it twofold. Like, if he's innocent, he's not out here really on demon time. All the stuff that he said in his raps that, with dropping these names and what they do and what they about, if that's all just cap and just an act, yeah, I mean, we pray for that man freedom. But if all that stuff he's saying in his rap is real,
yeah,
that man don't need to be in these streets. He'll kill my kid, like, just off of bump into. I don't want to be on the other side, the other end of that type of darkness. So, like, I'd rather somebody like him and his friends, his brothers, know what I mean? Like, I'd rather them be in jail than to be out here in these streets, especially with access to millions and millions of resources.
It's a couple different ways to look at that, right?
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of that kind of music, if you don't listen to that kind of stuff, if you denounce it at every turn, then so be it, right? But if you out here championing that kind of music, then I don't want to really hear you when cases are called talking about, oh, I want to see people in jail. Like, what? Come on, brother.
So when Diddy was making all them songs and stuff like that, if people was championing all that love music that Diddy was making, you don't want to hear them saying nothing like, oh, Diddy should be in jail.
Well, it's different in two regards. Number one, in Dirk's music, he's documenting the actions, right? And Diddy's, he is not.
Yeah.
right? And two, Diddy was harming people that were seemingly innocent, right? Innocent people, right? They weren't out here harming other people. Dirk was playing in the underworld into which, you know, some of his partners were touched, right? To where it's only right if he touched some of them, right? Isn't it an eye for an eye in that underworld? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I mean, I'll go with the first part where you say did he touch people who was innocent and stuff like that. I say, according to Dirt, like he does too. Know what I mean? And then and I know that I rather someone survive a situation where they're first of all they're a sex worker and they become sexually abused. Yeah, I rather them survive to live another day to tell that story, to fight the good fight, than somebody who know what I mean, who getting spent on and turned into a pack. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Dirt Crimes is much higher than Diddy, and I'd say just like somebody who used to listen to Diddy
music. Let me ask you
music.
something. Let me put it in a little bit more layman's terms, and I'm sorry
I
to
like
cut
that.
you off. Let me put it a little bit more layman's terms, and let me hope that you can understand.
Yeah.
You have a sibling. The sibling is gunned down by some neighborhood gang.
Mm-hmm.
What's the correct reaction to that? The correct one.
My sibling is gunned down.
Somebody has in this situation has a sibling. The sibling is gunned down by a neighborhood gang. What's the correct reaction at this?
I mean, if you're trying to create a situation by coming with this wild hypothetical to say, okay, Dirk is right for his actions,
I'm not creating anything.
I'm with it. I'll say
saying,
I guess the situation, the idea is like the hero idea is to go and spin the block, shoot somebody back. Somebody else gotta die, and
Right.
then just it's never really considering the idea that they might have guns too, and there might be a whole bunch of people die off of that retaliation.
It is an option not to take the retaliation, though, right?
Yes, it
Or
is.
is that not an option at all?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, like, so what you think the law should do though? This be like, yo, you know what? They killed your cousin best friend. They killed your cousin best friend back then. Know what I mean? So you had to get back. So you ain't gonna do no time. You good? Go on.
Well, what do you think about the get backs?
I think, listen, man, you out here taking lives and stuff like that. I think it's a place for you, and it's not like around me.
Yeah.
It's not around me. Like, I'm good with that. Don't come around me and my kids, my family, and you out here just like trying to take people's lives and stuff like that. Respectfully, like, I'm scared of you. You heard? I'm scared of you, man. I mean, especially you got no regards for human life and stuff like that. I'm scared of you.
One thing about it, two things for certain.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a dark place right now. I want to get us up out of this.
Let's do it. That's what that's what I'm saying. Once you start digging into the details of Durkio and them, then that's when you realize, like, it's dark with Durkio and them. Like, that's the Durkio and them lifestyle. It's a very dark lifestyle. And if you ain't with that, if you ain't really about that, man, say that. You know what I mean? Say, I just like the music. like the boys in Idaho and in the middle of America, the white boys in Idaho and Utah and stuff like that. That they sell out shows. That's all in the front row seats going wild. Them boys. They don't live that life. They just like the music.
One thing about it, and we're gonna move right out of this. What we got next on the docket?
I mean, it's kind of for me. It's like I know we don't talk politics, but geez, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like it's a lot of entertainment for me in politics itself.
Let's talk about it.
Diggs, what you be seeing on the TV?
Buffoonery, man. A lot of buffoonery, man.
Okay.
I can't really agree with either candidate, but it's like you always got to pick the lesser of the evils. But it's a close, like they say, it's a close.
Who you voting for?
Man, no comment right now.
Oh man.
Maybe after.
After what? After the camera's off?
After I vote,
Oh.
I'll come back.
Who you voting for, Mo?
Well, that's personal.
Okay. Okay.
That's personal.
That's
So
fair
you
enough.
Just ask me who I'm voting for. Who you voting for, brother?
I'm voting for Trump.
Okay. All right.
I'm voting for Donald Trump,
All right. And it's
the former president.
Put it out there, man. This nigga voting for Prop 25, y'all. He voting for Prop 25.
That's,
Come on, man.
I got two candidates to vote for. Know what I mean, and
Come on, man.
I'm gonna vote for. Well, I got a couple candidates to vote for, but it's two lead, and it's like obviously two that them out of the two, Kamala and Trump, they're gonna be the ones getting in office. One of them two, I see. So, who you voting for?
That's private, man.
Nigga shaming me.
When I come out on November 5th, I ain't shaming nobody.
Nah,
Prop 25 is crazy, though. I don't even know if you know about that. But it's just like oh, man. It's a lot of ways to look at politics, right? You can look at them from like a popularity, like a favoritism kind of standpoint, or you can look at them from like a policy kind of standpoint.
everybody, that's a new thing. Everybody introducing the policy idea, like, oh, it's about the policies. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, so God forbid, right? Next week, Trump doesn't win. What happens from there? Like, do we get another denial of the election results? Do we get more insurrections? Do we get another Capitol takeover? Domestic terrorists? Like, what happens if Trump doesn't win next week?
I don't think nothing happens. We gotta face the fact that we're gonna have a lifetime prosecutor as the leader of our nation. Someone who we don't know much about who she is and her history, and someone who's an actress, someone who's like just lies to us in our face for no reason. Someone who's gonna push a lot of ideals that I to my core, I do not agree with and believe in. I don't think we need backing for, I think we need resistance against, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, listen, you want to give a couple of those?
What? Oh, some of the policies that she believes in that I don't really support.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, obviously, just the whole merger of, trans into, female sports. That's, a really big thing for me. I just think that's, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? I believe, where, she's unstable about her border politics, and I do see the influx today. I'm driving by Trenton High today on the let out. It's like you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing against Spanish people, but it's like me coming up in school in Trenton. Like, it used to be a whole bunch of like African Americans in our community and stuff like that. Now, when you see like just a whole influx of Spanish like kids and stuff like that, it's not to say that everybody came in here illegally and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, there's a whole bunch of people come in here illegally, and that creates complications. Like me being in the truck field, that creates complications where you can get people working for less and willing to take less. Where it's like, you know, you get in situations where you can't sustain because there's so many people coming in here who can just take less. And then the idea of security is just like, obviously not the people who live in the best life in these countries are leaving their country to come to America. Obviously, it will be more likely the people who are living in most poverty conditions, maybe the criminals, people who can't thrive where they at. You know what I mean? So we don't need them. Like, we don't need that. We just need more. That's another one. I do agree with the abortion thing. Like, I don't understand how people say, like, you want to take the rights from women. And it's just like, no, I understand. I like the idea, leave it up to the state. Right now, as in the trucking industry, I understand, like in Jersey, like getting insurance is so expensive. In this other states, you can get it less. So I feel like if you want to be out here, like getting pregnant and stuff like that, I feel like it's okay for a state to say, you know what, you can't have abortions in our state, and it's okay for other states to say, yeah, you can come to my state if you want to out here get pregnant and kill your have an abortion. You know what I mean? That's just a few. I can go on a couple more.
Well, I just want to give some pushback. A lot of abortions are, you know, for medical reasons. When people speak on abortions, they tend to leave that fact out. That's something that's easily left out because it easily disproves people's talking points and people's arguments. So just remember that there are a lot of abortions that are for medical reasons, and if you take away the right at those, you could be taking away a life, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind when, you know, you want to play God. And it's just like, I don't know when everybody wanted to start playing God, when everybody wanted to feel like, oh, I'm so important, what I think and what I say matters in the grand scheme of things. It should affect everybody that comes after me and those that came before me. It's like, nigga, get real. Who the fuck is you? You heard me? You don't get to say what other people can do with their bodies. You don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. You don't get to say that.
It's the government. My point is, though, when you look at Roe versus Wade and all that stuff, it's like these are federal policies, and I don't think you think it's better when somebody else that you closer to you have a say so in what you do, or somebody further away from you got to say so. What would be better?
I don't think anybody should have a say so.
All right, then, well, that's what Roe.
And that's what the federal government is for. It's not my fault Roe versus Wade got overturned, bro. That's not my fault. So it's just like,
I'm not blaming
it got overturned by the person you just said you voting for.
Yeah, I mean, I that's the thing. It's the idea of less government involved in your policies and inside your local government. Have your local government. Would you rather, listen, we know. All right, let me ask you something. Right now, would you rather Crystal Feliciano be able to change policies like that, or would you rather Donald Trump or Kamala Harris be able to say this, say so in it?
It's tricky. It depends on what policy we talk about.
All the policies. Would you rather somebody you know, or would you rather somebody who you don't know?
It depends on the policy. Certain policies should be handled at a federal level. certain policies should just be uniform. And for example, I can just give you one: the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence. These should just be uniform across the board for all people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then there's certain things that should be handled at a local level.
Yeah.
Like water. Like I don't know, trash. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need a federal mandate on trash collection. Right? That's things your local government can handle, but not everything your local government can handle. No.
Okay. Now,
Your
what
local
about
government may not even be doing a great job with the things they're in charge of.
All right, so what about like the legal age of consent?
What about it?
Do you think the federal government should be in charge of it, or local government should be in charge of it?
Legal age of consent for what?
For like sexual encounters and
For
stuff
sexual
like that.
encounters, I think that should be federally or even worldly mandated. You feel me?
And what age should that be?
Somewhere closer to 18 and above than closer to 14, 15 it may be in some places currently.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's the voting right there. Why, like, if you was like a world leader or something like that, and you enhance that, like, they probably overthrow you. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, they might. Like, that's
There'd be a lot of people
Yeah.
that, you know, like to prey on younger people and underdeveloped people that would have a problem with what I said, but, you know, I wouldn't be worried about being overthrown or over anything because, you know, I was sitting here for a different reason.
What about guns? Should the guns policy be like statewide, or should it be federal?
Guns should be federally mandated.
Okay, like, so you think you should be allowed to have guns or not allowed to have guns?
I think everybody should be entitled to a weapon,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think it should be a certain type of weapon, right?
What kind should it be?
You know, that's things we'll discuss, you know, as we further my policy. But again,
Yeah.
it should be a certain type of weapon. It's definitely, I don't think the average Joe Schmo should be able to access and obtain a AR-15 or an AR-45.
What about cigarettes and alcohol?
What about them?
Should they be federally mandated, or?
Of course, they should be federally mandated.
So, like, what about the idea? You know how they got dry towns that's not allowed to sell alcohol. They don't sell alcohol in them dry towns. Should that be like? Should that be like a fines or something go against a town like that? Since it's like,
I don't think dry town should exist. That's me personally. That's my personal spin on it. Like again, like I said, it should be a federally mandated thing. If you're a town in this nation or in this country,
yeah.
people should be able to profit off of the liquor business.
Okay. And what about DUIs? You think that should be federally mandated, or a state like mandated? Like
DUIs, I think should be prosecuted to the full extent. I'm fine with them being federal investigations, and I'm
like
fine with
like
that
you
being
doing fair time for
for
DUIs.
For hurting somebody while behind the wheel while intoxicated. Let's be clear, right? That's
Well,
what
if you
we're talking
don't,
about.
if you don't hurt nobody, you just like, know what I mean? Like, you driving drunk with the possibility of hurting somebody.
Okay. All right, yeah. I
Like,
mean, yeah.
there should be a federal statute against that.
I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
You
All right,
know,
yeah,
I think
so-
those should be prosecuted seriously.
Yeah. Alright. So local government handle the garbage trash. That's what matters to us. Like, when we voting for our local government, we were making sure they what else? They handling the trash, and what else?
Water.
And the water, yeah. All right, yeah,
the
man.
housing, the economic development. It's a lot of things that your local government is responsible for.
It shouldn't be federally handled, our economic development.
I think portions of federal funds should be allocated for economic development. Yes.
And distributed by a local government or just straight from the federal people. Federal government to the people.
I think there should be allocations from the federal government, of course, and I think also local governments need to have allocations for economic development.
Okay. All right, man.
For sure. Right back at it again. You know, it's. And I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. It's certain things you want to use your local government for. It's certain things you want to use your federal government for. Now, I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I'm going to call down to the mayor's office. I'm going to call the governor's office. And I just want y'all to know, the mayor and the governor, they really don't got time for that. I'm not speaking for them, but they don't got time for that. Think about that. They running the city or they running the state. You think they got time to hear about what the trash collector didn't collect on your block today? Let's be serious. So it's just like you gotta use the levels of government for what you use them for, and it's just like be strategic in that. That's what I'm telling people. Be strategic in that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. What else going on, man? What you want to talk sports?
I'm here for it all, man. I'm here for it all. My Dodgers back on top. Warriors back on top.
Warriors beat last night.
Chiefs back on top. Warriors won by about 40 last night.
Damn.
No Steph Curry, no Andrew Wiggins. At the top, it's just us, baby.
My boy always a winner, man. It's good to be a winner. It's good to be a winner, man. I know my 49ers looking like they ain't trying to win nothing. My Lakers looking good. Hey, who the MVP in football right now?
If you close the books, it's Patrick Mahomes easily.
Patty. My favorite right now. I'm liking Lamar Jackson, man. He's very entertaining to watch to me.
Patty already beat him week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up. March in and take his heart week 1 of the season. You'll never beat me.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never beat me. When Patty whispered that in your ear after he marched the team down and scored a tutty, that breaks your heart in 2 pieces.
Teddy? Damn, they used to know this new lingo. I like that. Hey, Dick, you know what Teddy was?
What is it?
You said a Teddy?
A tutty.
A tutty?
Yeah, you don't know what a tutty is?
A touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard. I figured that out.
I just learned today.
You never knew what a tutty was. We right back, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We been doing
I thought you
tutty.
said Teddy, though.
No, it's the tutties.
Okay. Hey, man.
When Mahomes marched down and whispering Lamar Jackson, "Era, I own you." All right.
Hey, Mahomes, that guy though. He that guy. Chiefs your team, right? Chiefs your team.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Mo.
Hey, yo, we right back at it. Warriors. No Wiggins last night. No Curry last night. No problem. Buddy Hill, 7 for 9.
Discovered that most.
Oh, shit.
19 in the second half. Incredible job to bring us all the way back. Beat the Pelicans by 40 or something like that at the end of the game. I need to know how y'all feeling.
That's a good look, though. That's a good look, man. I bet for them to win by between 1 and 10, man. Draymond to get 8 rebounds. What happened to Draymond?
Draymond did his thing.
Draymond got any texts?
I don't believe so. He said he gonna have less than 8 texts this year.
Yo, that game was kind of late, man. Cause I started bet. I put a parlay in for that game, and it started late, man. I passed out on it though.
Game starting at 10:30 West Coast time. As y'all all know, that might be well, excuse me. They starting at
East Coast time.
Yeah, they starting at 8:30.
It's like 6, 7 over there.
7:30 West Coast time. It's a 10:30 East Coast start.
It's still daytime out there when they rocking.
It's still sun shining for sure. I won't call it daytime. It's
Eh.
the evening. It's the evening. You're not an evening guy.
I don't like that. I don't. They need for all the money they make. I'm thinking ball like 9 to 5 type of thing. Like you on the West Coast, give me somewhere between 9 and 5. That way, I come home at 8. I can catch a game. It's a job, man. Like it's a career. Everybody else out here working 9 to 5. Had them games like a respectable time on the West Coast at least. You know what I mean?
One thing about it,
On the West.
and I'm gonna say this for all teams, mixing in a healthy amount of daytime games is vital. It's vital to the success of your league. If all your games is 7:30, 8:30 at night, man, you don't know what kind of day I had. You don't know what kind of week I had, and I may not be able to stay up and watch you. I'm gonna just be honest. A lot of times, 7:30, 6:30, that's my dinner time. And a lot of times, I'm in bed shortly after that, and I'm not ashamed of that.
You shouldn't be though.
I'm not ashamed at all. I'm up 5:30, 6:30 every morning. No alarm clock. I don't need anything to trigger me. I just get up and start my day like a real man. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all got going on, but I even take an early morning game every once in a while. When the NFL is in Germany, when they're in London and the game is starting at 9 a.m. my time, come on, make some noise.
That's fire. What's the shot for that?
Make some noise.
You wake up to football. That's nice.
Oh, beautiful.
But I want y'all to play athletic out there. I want y'all to go extra hard when y'all out there in Europe and Germany and Mexico and all that. I want y'all to turn up real big, and so when I'm watching in the morning time, it's like a workout in the morning for me.
Yeah, I needed to do what it do, man. For sure. We got college on the way back, man. Who you going for?
What, this year?
Yeah.
Georgia.
College basketball, you going for Georgia?
Oh, college basketball, UK all the time. You know I'm going for UK. Come on, man.
Okay.
Always UK.
Okay.
I ain't one of them. I ain't like some of these guys who somehow always their favorite team is the team that's the winner of the Super Bowl last year, or the ones who been winning the most Super Bowls all of a sudden. And fluid. I ain't that fluid. UK is my college basketball team. Yeah, I got second favorites and third favorites. It's the college basketball scene is so dense that it's only right for you to have multiple teams. But
Sure, got second favorites and third favorites.
yeah, I got a couple other people, but UK is number one.
Second favorites and third favorites, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it first.
Hey, yo, it's a billion teams in college basketball, y'all. If y'all know something.
Me, y'all already know who I'm rocking with, man.
Who?
Y'all should know from last year.
Who?
I'm not even.
Who? Connecticut?
I'm not even going to yo.
Who?
I'm not even going to reveal it on this show. Y'all should already know who I'm
Duke?
rocking with. Don't
Nah,
even
you ain't rocking with
listen.
Duke. You ain't rocking with Duke. They ain't. Nah, you ain't rocking. Come on, man. This guy, man, he's so fluid. He don't even know. That's all. He don't want to say it right now. That's.
Hey, yo. Don't even play with me like that. Y'all know how I'm giving it up all season long, man. So We'll see as we get closer. I ain't gonna reveal this show because I don't want too many people jumping on our bandwagon. We back. We right back.
Yeah, Diggs, who you got? Who your team is?
I don't really do college.
Okay. Lindsey Wilson.
Maybe then,
Yeah.
Shout out Lindsey Wilson, man. Shout out my squad that shall remain nameless. You said the Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah, UK.
Okay. UK. Shout out UK. Make some noise.
I like UK. I got a couple other teams, but yeah, UK my number one team.
That boy got a few teams, y'all. Remember where you heard it first. A few teams on deck. This
College
C squad in case this D squad don't show up.
Well, yeah, it's a whole it's a lot of chances that then I'm rocking with whoever, who I feel I'm favored to. One thing about when March come around, man, you don't just tap out because your team out. Like, you don't just stop watching. You don't stop, or you don't have somebody you don't want to win after your team get put out. Not in March.
Depends what kind of March guy you are.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of March guy you are, because there's definitely been times where my team has gotten put out and it's just like, all right, it's over.
Yeah, then you still probably miss an epic finale.
Who really missed?
There's been a lot of epic finales in March.
But who missed? Me or my team?
The team missed. You don't have to miss. You can still watch and root for somebody to win, or at least just be entertained. But biases exist.
If you want to consider that a bias, it's just like if you a 49er fan and you telling me that's your only team, once the 49ers get put out, there's no need for you to keep tuning in and talking about.
Yeah, and I ain't that. I do got another team. I'm gonna watch
got
it.
A few teams in every sport.
I don't have a few teams, but it's just like I favor. I favor players and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah, I favor the entertainment value. Like, once my team get put out, it's definitely entertainment go to the top.
That boy got them teams, baby. One fall, another one climb. Me, the Warriors get put out, Steph Curry get put out, it's over for me. I missed the epic finals. All right, I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make some noise. Yeah.
Nah, we ain't making no noise for that.
Make some noise. Oh, you missed it. Amazing final.
Yeah, the best of the best, my brother.
Because I've also been on the other side of the coin where you tune in for this nonsense after the best player get eliminated and it's garbage, and you sit through 2.5 hours of garbage and they throw in the halftime show for you. I've been on both sides of the coin, so we ain't about to sit up here and lie to the people. Not tonight, not on my watch.
Nah,
not on my watch.
That's far and few. That's very far and few.
Not on my watch. We saw the Pittsburgh, Arizona Super Bowl.
That's far and few.
Cans. We saw the Super Bowl with Cam Newton where he ain't diving on the
That
football.
was legendary.
Cans.
That's legendary. That was
not diving on the football?
That Super Bowl was nice.
That shit was cans.
When it comes down to like plays, that's fire. If
that's what you believe, bro.
When it comes down to plays, one play, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. What we talking about? That was fire.
If that's the kind of Super Bowl you rooting for.
That was a nice season that them boys had.
See, you grouping it. You grouping everything from the season. Yeah, they went undefeated or lost one game.
They lost to Atlanta, yeah.
That Super Bowl, they played like cheats. The MVP didn't dive on a fumble that cost his team the Super Bowl. That's cans, bro. That's trash.
Somebody else could have got that, though.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Somebody else could have got that. The MVP been getting jumped on and beat up all season. MVP like, yo, get that.
That MVP never won a Super Bowl, which further devalues the MVP. Like, it's like, I don't even really, at this point as a fan, I don't even want to hear about your MVPs.
Lamar Jackson.
I watched Brady win 7 rings. I watched Brady do it 7 times. I don't care how many MVPs you got, bro. I really don't. Because until you show me in the biggest spot of your career that you can do it, and then you show me over and over again to the tune of 7 times, it's like I don't got no questions about you. I got questions about all these other jokers.
Yeah, he won it.
I got questions about.
He won at Auburn though.
Who?
Cam.
Won what at Auburn? He won what? A Super Bowl?
Nah, in college. He won a bowl in college. Yeah, that's the top.
That's what you counting?
Yeah.
Not me.
He won the
That don't mean
MVP.
nothing to me. Tebow won one.
He was
in
ranked
college.
He was rated by the other players in his league as the best player in the league.
Cap.
Nah. Cam was him.
When he you talking about
when he was rated.
When he didn't jump on that phone, but that's the year he got rated that, right?
Nah, I think it was before that.
Come on, bro. You ain't being realistic with me. You know that was that year. That was the MVP year. That's the year he got rated.
That wasn't the only good year. Nah, Cam been nice though. What are you talking about?
When you, it's so easy to get to playing those semantics games when we talk about professional athletes.
Yeah.
Every athlete in the NFL is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can ask me that about anybody. Oh, they've been nice. What are you talking about? I'm talking about there are certain athletes that stand out from those. Oh,
Yeah.
everybody in the NFL is nice.
Like MVPs.
No, they watered down the MVP when they don't have Super Bowls to go with it. That's watered down. Like, the MVPs don't really mean shit. I don't care if you got 3 MVPs.
So it should be. That's why they got Super Bowl MVPs.
That's why they.
That's a better MVP though.
It's a better MVP, but it's still not a catch-all. It's not a catch-all.
That's the best MVP you can get though. What are you talking about? Olympic, like there ain't no Olympics in football though.
That's a great MVP to obtain, but the game is more than that. The game is more than the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl than the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, it's more than the Super Bowl MVP though.
Let me ask you something. Would you rather be a Super Bowl winner or a Super Bowl MVP winner?
What I would rather be doesn't fairly answer the question, because the question is the Super Bowl MVP the Super Bowl MVP without his Super Bowl team? More than likely not in most cases. In most scenarios. Like, it's certain jokers that's going to get up there with anybody and everybody and they're going to get the job done. But it's certain jokers where it's dependent upon the cast. It's dependent upon the co-actor, the sidekick, right? He don't got the right sidekick, he's nothing.
That's a fact with
look at
anything.
Aaron Rodgers. Look at Aaron Rodgers this year. You coming into a team with one of the top-rated defenses of all time,
Mm-hmm.
and they throwing you offensive weapons. You're not getting the job done. You're really not that guy. Even that Super Bowl I'm going to go back to where Rodgers won. He played some bombs. I don't remember. Quote me it. Who they played? How did it go? How did it go?
I don't remember. That's so long ago.
It was Cheeks.
I don't remember.
That junk was Cheeks. That Super Bowl was Cheeks, bro. Let's be real. Let's talk Super Bowls. Let's really
I doubt it was Cheeks. But I don't remember it. I don't remember it, man. Who he play?
Hey, that Super Bowl was so trash. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Bengals one from the other year. Who the Bengals played? Who Joe Burrow and them played where they got smoked?
They lost, right?
See, jokers don't be wanting to be real with me. When it really come down to those Super Bowls, a lot of them, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you.
Was last year Super Bowl good?
Which one?
49ers and
Chiefs.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
It still is.
That was Green Bay and the Steelers.
Yeah, that Super Bowl.
Last year's could have been better if the Niners people was healthy.
Okay.
For sure, it was both.
That's a Super Bowl.
Chiefs, spanked.
Chiefs spanked the 49ers, though. That's true, though, man. I don't like to see that.
The players was hurt though, so that's why I say it was like a little bit both. But what the Chiefs is on the verge of doing right now with this three-peat, Chiefs being one of the few remaining undefeated teams in the league right now, they making it look easy. Like I said, they smacked around Lamar Jackson first week of the season. Y'all calling him an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Mahomes smacked him around like he was only children. Hey, yo, when they get down like that, that's what I like though, when they get nasty. Like what I watch Curry do to the league, what I'm watching Mahomes do. Mahomes pulling apart them layers, they going for 3 in a row on some Brady type junk at a relatively young age, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to witness.
All right, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. Mahomes for the three-peat if the 49ers don't take it. 49ers, Mahomes, back-to-back. 49ers, Chiefs back-to-back Super Bowls. What you think?
I want to shout out Jair Brown. He did make a lot of noise in the previous 49ers game, even though the 49ers ended up losing that one. Jair Brown had the announcers raving about him pretty much all game long. Pretty sure he got an interception. Who was your last game against? Was it against the Chiefs?
No, it wasn't against the Chiefs.
Whoever it was last week.
It wasn't the Cowboys, was it?
I think it was the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was the Cowboys.
Y'all end up losing to the Cowboys?
I don't think we lost, though. I think Cowboys lost. Who won, Diggs?
I'm about to see.
Last week, what I was doing last week, man. Life's been going on, man.
Cowboys last.
Anyway.
Cowboys lost.
49ers, man. We got to get back healthy, that's all.
Y'all get there one day, man.
I mean,
what else we got, man? We got the dirt locked up. We did the sports, did the election. Tekashi 6ix9ine back in jail, violating the terms of his parole. He's in the same prison Diddy's in.
okay.
You got anything on that?
No. I mean, I hear that, it's just internet stuff. I don't know if it was whack or whatever. He was saying that they had locked him up because they caught it on the wire. How he know this stuff, supposedly, but they caught it on the wire that, some people was going to kill him. He had a show in Connecticut, and they was going to kill him. So they just intercepted by, just bringing them in and stuff like that. Say his
That's the original time, though, right? Or that's the new time?
The new time. No, the Connecticut one is different. Remember, the other one was New York shit. This one, and then they did do the same type of thing the first time when you really think about it. Like they was ready to murk him out. They pretty much saved that boy life.
Yeah.
Save your life, you got to get some more information now. Think about it. Somebody save your life, you owe them, right? Do you owe somebody if they save your life, Mo?
Did I ask him to?
No.
No, I don't.
Like usually people don't necessarily ask. Like if
So you might be overstepping the boundary if you do it without asking.
Boom.
You believe in that?
I see a car about to hit you. You on the phone talking. I come. Safe pushed you out the road, the car, like I don't know, it's a truck or something, and it nipped the back of your foot or your head or something on some die-hard action movie stuff. You don't feel like you at least owe me a coffee or something, bro?
I want to go with this. I want to expound on this because, again, there's so many ways we can attack this. Like the person that was standing in the street, you saved them from the car, right?
From getting hit,
Why
yeah.
was they standing in the street?
Because they was talking on the phone. They wasn't paying attention.
You sure they weren't choosing to stand in the street?
Like committing suicide?
Yeah, I don't know what they were standing in the street for.
It's
They might have had
it's
a
possible,
suicide.
but I was talking about you. Like, say you was in this
scam. It could have been anything,
Yeah.
right? They didn't ask you for help, but you felt so entitled that you had to help them, right? That's just like, all right, it's summertime. You see somebody sitting in a car, mall parking lot. Windows are up. The car may appear to not be on. Are you calling the cops? Or are you minding your business?
I'm on my business.
You gonna mind your business, right? So why not mind your business in the first instance?
Just being a good Samaritan. So it's all right. Say, let's give another example.
Yeah.
You walking down the street, somebody a couple feet ahead of you walking down the street, probably on a cell phone too, right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, a dog busts out somebody's backyard, come run down. You go run. You go run a little bit, but you go run around the car. Next thing you know, you see the dog come lock up on. Not you per se. Somebody else, right? They go see the dog lock up on somebody's leg or your leg, right? You the one walking in front of the person, right? Dog come out, lock up on your leg. A pit bull, when I say lock, like a pit bull lock up on your leg.
Yeah.
You screaming, you fighting, you doing it, but it's like, it's muscular, it's a bully.
Yeah.
It's raggy, you know what I mean? It's raggy, it ended up taking you to the ground.
Yeah.
That person, now you're on the ground and the dog on all four legs. You know what I mean? That person come run up to you, grab the dog, choke it out, put the dog to sleep. Just put him to sleep, take a little nap. You know what I mean? Get him off.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? You feel like he should have mind his business?
Who choked the dog out? The owner?
No, the person who was walking behind you.
That's cool. I didn't ask him to do that. I don't owe him nothing.
Yeah.
He did that on his own accord.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's cool. The owner of the dog still getting sued. Dog still getting put to sleep.
Yeah.
He won't do this to nobody else in the community.
But are you grateful that he didn't mind his business? Would you be grateful or you wouldn't be mad at him?
Listen, I'm okay. I'm always gonna be okay with people minding their business.
Okay.
Right. In the example I gave, right, you don't never know what I got in my car. So I'm sitting in my car chilling. I don't need you peeking in my car, seeing me in there chilling, calling the police. Oh my God, somebody's sitting in their cars. It's so hot out here. I don't need that. Right? You may be doing me a disservice. Right? By not minding your business. And I feel like it's more so the case, not minding your business, you more than likely to get somebody in trouble than minding your business. And the only time I really make an exception of that is when it comes to babies. Like I pulled into the Target this past weekend. And when I pull into my parking spot, I'm sitting there because I'm looking at something at my phone and I see something like move on the side peripheral, right? But when I look in the car next to me, there's nobody in the driver's seat. It's a baby in the back in the child seat, right? So now, of course, this is the only time I'll get involved if it's a baby. Because it's like, all right, yo, if that baby die or something like that,
It's blood on your hands.
it's not going to be on me, though. Because I'm going straight in here. I'm going straight to guest service. Listen, somebody left a child in that car. Third car from the entrance. You heard me? The black car, third car from the entrance. It's a baby in there. Dolo. I don't want to be involved. How you like me? How you like me now? Hey, yo. I don't want to be involved.
That's wild. But you completely involved though. What is that though? I don't respect that.
You don't respect which part of it?
First of all, I got a couple things though, but I don't respect the like stand on it. If you wanna go on like rat out the negligent parent.
Yeah.
Stand on that.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed of that, brother.
You think
Hit me up. I got your back, Mo.
You think I was scared of that?
You was scared.
I wasn't scared of it. I was busy.
You wasn't that busy.
I live for shit like that. You
Nah,
know how many?
not that time.
Nah, because it's
Not
like
that
I got
time.
all right. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me switch up the wording. I don't live for shit like that, but I know a lot of black women that do. Right?
Yeah.
They live for shit like that. Right? I call them, yo, somebody left their baby in their car. Now they trying to attack me, yo. They gonna go crazy. All the black women I know, they gonna go crazy just off the strength you left your baby in the car. Like that baby could have died. That's how we looking at it as black people.
I'm looking at it like that too. That's why I'm like, why you don't want to stand on that?
Because I'm
like,
at
like,
work.
yo, don't say. I
Hold
don't
on.
say. I said.
Hold on. I'm at work. I told you I pulled up to the Target. I'm working. I'm on my part time. I can't slow down. I got to get this money. Like I told you, it was a weekend. I need to be in and out of this Target by when them games come
What's
on.
a baby?
Huh?
What's a baby? What age? What age range do that
Oh, it
count
was in
on?
the car seat. It was like maybe 2 or less.
But like they be in booster seats and stuff too. Booster seat
Nah,
baby
it wasn't
counts.
the booster seat.
Do booster seat baby counts?
By leaving your baby in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 4-year-old.
If you got the windows up,
What about
you don't got
6-year-old?
no air for them to breathe in there. You don't got nothing.
What about 6-year-old?
Are you asking me what age can you leave your child in the car alone?
What? Yeah, because you said the only time you care about stuff like that is when it's a baby.
When it's a kid in the car.
All right, now it's a
Yeah.
kid. What's a kid though? What age is a kid? Like what's the
Man.
too old? Because the legal age is what 18, 19. You said
The legal age
sexual
for me,
cali-
the legal age for me to federally leave your child in the car,
yeah.
Dolo is 16.
Okay, okay.
For real, you breaking the law. Other
Leave your
than
kid
that.
in there, Dolo. So so is it because times change or that always been your view? Because I remember us like being kids, walking through the town, like like way younger than 16.
Who you ratting on? Your mom? Or
You think like that's federal?
Hey, who you ratting on?
Like fair time for letting your kids walk downtown to the YMCA.
How you feel about that? Knowing what you know now, knowing you. All right, let me ask you. Let me ask you something. I need you to keep it real though.
Mhm.
Have you heard about the sex trafficking with the kids?
I've been hearing about the sex trafficking for a long time.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been like in my city for a long time, and I don't know nobody, literally nobody who. And listen, world _ takes on IG, worldtakespodcast.com at gmail.com. If you are one of those people from my city who have been like kidnapped, you survived, or you have a child or something that been kidnapped and sold into sex work. What they kidnapping, sex work, right?
Sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking, yeah.
Our hearts go out to those of you that are
No, for
affected
sure.
by that.
But reach out to us, man. We'd love to hear your story. I have so many questions. It's intriguing in itself. I would say it's very rare. It's like a 1%. Like you is a very unique individual. But as for the rest of the people, the rest of the 99%, I say you worry more about the kids who out here influenced by their parents and who's like drug dealers, killers, and murderers, and influenced by Lil Durk music and think Lil Durk is like so amazing and some type of deity and stuff like that. I think you need to worry about them type of people, because them type of people are more dangerous to your kids than the idea of someone kidnapping them and putting them on the sex trade. know what I mean? That's on me. That's what I feel.
And listen, you're not wrong to feel that way. I think most or a lot of us don't have to worry about, people like Little Dirk being an influence in our children's lives. So, that's not even a reality for most of us that are watching. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, these kids are being abducted day by day. So no matter how light you want to make it a situation, it is something that's going on, it is something that's apparent, and it is something that's happening. And if you want to ignore it, hey, by all means, that's on you. But it didn't just start. It's something that's been going on for years. This is years in the making. What these criminals are out here doing, and it's just really sad and disgusting. When you see cases, when you see these things get swept under the rug, and when you see these lawsuits come out, but it's no names being attached, there's no accusers, and then the perpetrator just mysteriously winds up dead. I want you to ask yourself, who are they protecting? And who are they keeping safe by killing, I don't know, whoever they killed while they was supposedly on suicide watch in their jail cell? You go do the math on that and then you get back to me. But until then, man,
I just want to be clear real quick. I wasn't saying that you worrying about your children listening to Lil Durk. I'm talking about you worrying about the cult following of people who do listen to Dirt and who do believe in that drill lifestyle. Them type of kids are the kids that's out here killing other kids. That's what I'm saying. You, as a parent, you need to watch your children from being around these young drillers. They call them drillers. The people who count on scoreboards. I think those. And like growing up in the community I'm from, your kid is more likely to get killed by a driller than to get kidnapped by a Mexican. That's just historically in my city. But yeah, that's just to clear that up. Yeah.
One thing's for sure, two things for certain, man. This world takes me back. Episode 184. You already know what time it is.